Hello guys and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. Today we'll be playing with mrshoy, and mrshoy is driving the American Tier 10 heavy tank, T110E5. So we already had a T110E5 in the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker series. It was Mr. Zorkia driving the tank on the airfield map. But today we are trying to show you how to play this tank in a platoon. So the map is Fjords, and mrshoy and his platoon mate Bloody Angel are taking the left side of the map. What usually happens on this map, the heavy tanks battle on the south and left side around this corner that he is approaching now. The medium tanks usually try and flank on the 0 line and the A line and battle out there, and most of the heavy tanks that don't go to this side go to the middle of the road on the E6, E7 and try to battle in the middle. So basically you have 3 or 4 ways to engage on the enemy side, and the bottom one being reserved for the heavy tanks. As you can see, there are no heavy tanks still on this corner, so the platoon decides to move forward and try and take advantageous position. This IS-3 is not having a great game. He is first to come to the heavy side and he is already dead. So there are a couple of tanks here, the T-32, the Ferdinand, another IS-3, Jagdpanzer E100 and E100 behind. So what you saw here is mrshoy wagging his cupola left and right to not allow the T-32 to shoot at his weak spots. But from the 9.10 patch the tank has been buffed and the weak spot on the top of the cupola is no longer a weak spot, so he doesn't have to do this anymore. Engaging this tank frontally became really hard after this monstrous patch, and probably the best bet where you can shoot this tank is the lower plate. So mrshoy is shooting here on the Jagdpanzer, which is occupied by his friend in the other T110E5, the Bloody Angel. As the Jagdpanzer is not looking at mrshoy, he is able to put some shots in him. But as you can see, this IS-3 is blocking the shots that are intended for the Jagdpanzer, so mrshoy needs to take care of him first. Now, aiming at the lower plate of Jagdpanzer E100 in this position when he is reversing up the slope is really hard to penetrate. Best bet for him was here to wait for the Jagdpanzer to be in a better position for him to shoot. As he doesn't wanna take any chances at the Jagdpanzer and E100, he is now loading gold. The gold shells in this tank are excellent and can penetrate easily through the superstructure of the Jagdpanzer and the E100. So the game is going very well. They are pushing on the heavy side and there is almost nobody who can stand in their way. But his platoon mate Bloody Angel is getting really close to be dead, and he will have to stay a little bit behind. He is on one shot. They have a Panther 88 which is trying to flank them, but that move is not so great because he is now fighting against 2 tanks that are way higher tier than him. So mrshoy is trying to battle out against the E100 and unfortunately gets shot by the artillery. He needs to deal with the E100 as fast as possible so he doesn't stay in this position. A shot on the E100 goes through the cupola. The E100 is playing really bad here because he doesn't angle his cupola towards the T110E5, which is shooting heat, and that doesn't allow him to survive this engagement. So after killing the E100, mrshoy needs to take care of the middle because all of the tanks that were on the middle are dead now. And the Bloody Angel is fighting off the tank destroyers that were also trying to flank them. Those tank destroyers came from the middle that mrshoy is now trying to cover and not allow the enemy tanks to advance. Now the south side and the left side of the map are clear, and all that's left to do here is to clean out the middle of remaining enemy tanks. But as you can see, the enemies have a platoon of 2 medium tanks, the Batchat and the Object 140, and they are cleaning the top side on the A line. So mrshoy is trying to attack the tanks in the top lane, but while he was moving to the position to attack them, he spots the T110E5 on his left side, and he needs to engage him first. And now he is not in such a great position because he has a tank destroyer in front of him and has 2 medium tanks on the right side. If the Batchat and the Object 140 come for him, he will be in great danger. He takes out the tank destroyer, and as the medium tanks don't come for him, he is thinking about going back to base and trying to defend the artillery. Meanwhile, his platoon mate, Bloody Angel, kills the Jag Tiger and he is advancing towards the enemy base. Object 140 here makes a mistake and goes for the easier target, that's the IS-3. Maybe he didn't spot mrshoy, but if he did spot him, he should have gone for mrshoy instead of the IS-3, because T110E5 is a bigger threat and a bigger target. If he takes him out, the IS-3 would be a piece of cake. The Object 140 kills the IS-3, and he is now in a position to go back and defend the base. mrshoy is trying to find the shot on the Object 140, but instead he finds the Batchat that is on low HP, and he gets shot by the Object 140. The Object 140 tries to find a hull down position, but he wasn't able to hide his tank enough. And shooting gold on the side of the T110E5 bends him. Now all that's left to do is to clean out the artillery, and double tap from the platoon deals with it. 10 kills, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. So mrshoy had an excellent game, scoring a couple of medals like Bruiser, Duelist, Firefighter Effect, Brothers in Arms for the 3 kills by each platoon member, a high caliber medal and a Top Gun medal, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. On the team score sheet we can see that he finished first with 1269 experience, killing 6 tanks and doing 8125 damage. Bloody Angel finished second with 5300 damage, 4 kills and 1167 experience. A great game for a platoon of T110E5s. On the detailed report we can see that mrshoy fired 25 shots, of which 24 hit the target and 23 penetrated. In spite of firing that much gold shells, he still made a profit of 25,000 silver. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And then also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.